wondered what pricing method is best for pricing products at your show? Like, do I take the time to tag everything individually, or can I just throw everything on a sign and call that good? In this video, I'm going to teach you exactly the pricing techniques to make more sales at your next market. Are you ready? Let's get into it. Hey makers, welcome back to the channel. I'm Cameron, a fellow crochet business owner. Here on YouTube, I love helping you grow your business through the use of markets. I've been getting this question so much over on Instagram, and that's, should I individually be pricing my products or should I be just putting them on a big sign? Well, you're in the right place because I have years of experience of setting up at shows, and I have a pretty good idea of the methods that work the best for pricing your products that definitely lead to more sales and also just a better experience for your customer as well. Let's get started. And be sure to watch to the end of the video because I'm going to share a bonus tip on why one of these is my preferred way to price items. Let's just define what I'm even talking about here so we're on the same page, okay? Individually tagging is, like it sounds, individually tagging each item. So you print, tags, you order tags, you write the information on the tag, and you hook it or attach it to each individual item. So when someone picks up any item, they will know what price it is because it is actually attached to that item. And using a sign to price, that is when you use one sign to just list all of your prices on it. So when they physically interact with the item, there's not going to be the price on the item. They would have to look up and look at the sign and see how much something costs. Okay, so let's start with talking about signs. Pros of using signs. They're easy, fast, and cost-effective. Like, yes, please. Super easy to just use a sign to show all your products. There's not a lot of effort going in because you don't have to individually tag everything. It's really fast because you don't have to spend the time individually tagging everything. And it's really cost-effective because you don't have to buy all the tags. You just buy the sign once and keep using the same sign over and over again. But of course, there are some cons when using signs for pricing your products. One of those is people don't read these as often. So people really don't read the signs, especially if that sign isn't next to the product. So if you have one sign that just has everything on there and your stuff is scattered everywhere, are people gonna search out that sign? Probably not. So you will get this question all of the time. How much does this cost? And you're thinking in your head, it's on the sign, read the sign. But these shoppers, they don't realize you have a sign there. They might just have overlooked it and, it happens. And honestly, you're gonna get this a lot more if you just use a sign. They're gonna ask you a lot more, hey, how much is this? I remember when I first started, I just used signs, and I had to answer this question over and over and over again at markets, which is good, and it's good, good conversation starter. But I'm going to tell you in a little bit how this actually can really affect your sales. Another con of using signs is you don't get the opportunity to give them a business card with literally every purchase. Because if you think about it, your tag is actually like a little business card. You have all that information on there and you're pretty much marketing every time. With the sign, you don't get that opportunity. They just read your sign and nothing is tagged. So if they were to buy something and gift it, that person's gonna have no idea where it even came from. Okay, so we talked about signs, let's talk about tags. And I'm gonna be honest, there are a lot more pros to using tags. Let's go through them. One, it's way less confusing for your customer. Your customer really has a way better understanding of how much something costs when they physically are holding an item and it's tagged individually on there. So you know how we talked about one of the cons of signs being that you don't get that marketing opportunity, like it's a business card? Of course, when you use tags, you get more marketing opportunities by putting your social media handle, your website on your tag. It's like they get a business card just for buying something. And this is especially good if they're gifting it because that person who received it, now they know where to find you if they want to get a matching set, if they want to go get some gifts for their friends now. And if you didn't individually tag that item, they would be like, oh, this is really pretty, I really love it. But they'd probably be like, I don't know where she got this. Or even if they ask who got it for them, they're like, wait, I don't remember, I never grabbed a business card, or I didn't have the tag that reminded me where they were, or I forgot their name, or whatever it is. It's just so nice for your customer if you individually tag the items. So another pro about using tags is they help you track your inventory, especially if you're using SKU numbers. If you want to know exactly how I use SKU numbers for my inventory, let me know in the comments and I can work on that video next. They also are really great on helping you stay organized with your sizes, especially if you're like me and you want to offer all these different sizes for the little babies to all the way to adults. Yeah, your stuff is going to get really jumbled around, and honestly, sometimes I pick up a baby size and a newborn size and I'm like, they look so similar. I don't want to just guess on what size they are. So if you individually tag them after you make them, it's a lot easier to section out the sizes, and it's also a lot easier for your customer, because if the sizes get kind of jumbled around, they're like, wait, what size is this? Wait, what size is this? And you'll get that question all the time, and then half the time you're gonna be like looking at it like, you know what, I'm not sure. I should individually tag these, you know? Another pro with tags, they definitely make you appear a lot more professional, which is a huge plus, because you're a businesswoman, you're running a business, you want to appear as official as possible so you make more sales. So if you want to appear a little bit more professional, tags are where it's at. It look amazing just to have everything individually tagged. It makes it just feel a lot more uniform. It makes you look a lot more professional, and I highly suggest it for that reason as well. And the last pro about using tags is you can add so much more additional information than just the price. You can add care instructions, you can add a QR code of where to find you, and like I said before, you can add your socials, you can add your website, you can add whatever you want. You can add even a little cute thank you. On mine, I have where I make the products, so like, you know, I'm local in Washington. I also do add care instructions to mine, but I'm going to show you exactly how to design tags in next week's video. So depending on when you're watching this, that video is either out or it's going to be out in a week, so stay tuned. But like the signs, there are some cons in using tags. One of them being kind of obvious. It's going to take you a lot more time to tag everything individually than just writing a sign and plopping it up there. Also, eventually it's going to cost you more, but personally, I think it's kind of worth it spending a little extra over time because of the marketing, because of the additional information, because of it making you look more professional, because of all those pros I just went over. I think it is worth a little bit extra money personally, but it will cost you more over time because you're gonna have to keep buying more tags. So at this point in the video, you're probably like, Cameron, okay, you're obviously way more into tags than you are signs. Okay. I will admit, I do prefer individually tagging items than signs, but, okay, listen up here. Why not both? Everybody always asks one or the other. Why not both? And honestly, that is what I do in my business. I personally love incorporating both at my events. I don't think it's worth it to individually tag items that are $5 or less, like my scrunchies and keychains that I sell for $5 each. I'm spending, you know, a certain amount of money on each tag. I'm spending this time tagging each item. Is it worth it to individually tag these items when they're all just gonna be up at a pegboard and I could put a sign that says $5 on there and call it good? And that's exactly what I do. It's not worth my time to individually tag those things. But for everything else, I do individually tag my items. And I do that for all the reasons that I mentioned before. It keeps things organized, it helps me track my inventory, and most importantly, my customers 100% definitely prefer this option. At the beginning of this video, I promised I would share a bonus reason why I prefer tags over signs, and here it is. When someone comes to shop at your booth and they don't know immediately how much something costs, honestly, in my personal experience, probably like at least 50% of the people are just going to walk away and not even ask you how much it costs. You're losing so much opportunity to make more sales. Maybe they're just nervous to ask you. It's an awkward thing to talk about money. How much are these? Because they don't want you to tell them and then it's too much for them and then they walk away and they don't want you to feel bad or they don't want you to feel awkward telling them. And there's also a lot of people who are really shy and really nervous and will not ask you how much something costs, and they won't buy that item because they don't know how much it costs. And even if you have a sign there, they might not read it. So it's just nice to just have it on there. You are missing opportunities to make sales when you're not individually pricing your products. Probably half of those people would be buying stuff if they just knew how much it costs. I do see a huge difference when I have things individually priced and when I don't. I see a huge difference, and I wanted to share that tip with you because I know a lot of people are just nervous and they don't want to talk money. And I know us as sellers, we don't really think of that. We're like, oh, we'll just put it on a sign, it'll be okay. But a lot of people don't see your sign, and then a lot of people get nervous to ask, and then it's just like you're losing money because you're not making that sale. Just because this works for me doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. Find what works for you in your business. Are you just getting started? Maybe you just want to try signs. It might not even be worth going and ordering all these tags and tagging everything, because what if you don't even like doing markets? Which, honestly, I think you're gonna like them because they're really fun and I'm like obsessed with them, but it's probably just better to be safe and just start with signs, honestly. Maybe you don't want to invest all the money and the time into tagging everything individually. That's okay. Just use signs. It's okay to just use signs. I'm obviously really into individually tagging items, and I think it does help you make more money, but are you gonna make no sales when you just use signs? No. Honestly, you could have everything out there and not have anything priced and you'll still make sales. You just won't make as many. So I'm here to help you make more, so that's why I'm giving you the advice I am. If you don't mind spending a little more time and a little bit more money into doing tags, honestly, I think it's totally worth it. For all these reasons I mentioned before, I think you will end up making more money. And that is my mission, is to help you grow in your business. Okay, so I have to know, which method are you going to try for your next market? Let us know in the comments below. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, be sure to do so, because I post new videos every Friday all about helping you grow your crochet business. So you're not going to want to miss out on another video. Go ahead and subscribe down below right now. And if you love this video, I think you're going to love this video right here. You can check that video out right here. And thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in this video right here. Bye.